That's what my life would be. Very, very sedentary, just sitting at the house, you know, just listening to the TV.
There are 50,000 people in our state right now that are blind or visually impaired. We serve about 1,000 a year.
It's in every area of my life where I've been affected, in driving, in cooking.
People who are blind are no different than you and me. They're educated, they're capable, they're loyal, they want an opportunity.
Our camp is a camp for blind kids and visually impaired kids. I went to the Omaplex in Oklahoma City. I went to the Devon Tower. I made masks. I went to the Dinosaur Museum. I watched a movie. It was really fun there. I liked it a lot.
These kids can come and they know that they're going to be accepted by everyone working at the camp, and they can just come to learn and have fun.
It feels really great because there's other kids there that's like me, and I don't feel like I'm the only person.
We went to like the Oklahoma City Art Museum and the Science Museum.
There's a tree with pointy stuff that we got to touch, but not that hard. Like, they weren't very sharp or anything.
At the Oklahoma City Art Museum, that was a really neat setup. We got to see a piece of artwork, but not only just, you know, see it, but we got to feel one of the glass pieces, and so the kids got to, you know, put on the gloves and go up and feel it, which most people don't get to do. The tour throughout the museum was like a tactile tour.
And I'm going to pass this around. This is much smaller than these cast pieces, these sculptures around us, but feel how heavy this is. Start this way.
Like a real jellyfish.
No, it's not a real jellyfish. It's sandblasted like those letters at the very beginning of the exhibit.
We've been in our community since 1949, and so we started really as a job training and employment center founded by 6 blind individuals here in the Oklahoma community who saw the need to create opportunities for people who are blind or visually impaired.
NewView has provided a lot for me. They have given me back, you know, a certain quality of life. When you're just sitting at home with nothing to do, it's a very lonesome feeling. And after I started working with NewView, they were able to get me out and be able to move around, you know, so I could go places in public.
We are the sole supplier of aircraft wheel chocks for Department of Defense. Every aircraft around the world, United States aircraft, is chalked by a wooden wheel chalk that comes out of this facility in Oklahoma City. We're the sole supplier of fire hoses for the U.S. Forestry Service. We do first aid kits. We have a universal waste recycling program. We convert vinyl into shower curtains.
I know that a lot of people don't feel this way, but it is a sense of accomplishment to be able to get up and go to work, to be able to continue to earn a living, continue to be able to provide, you know, something for your family and your kids and just for yourself.
Let's look at the second one there and see. And this time, if you're having a hard time with the word, we're going to look down into the right of the word.
All right, is this the second one?
Yeah.
All right. There are a multitude of ways, just mundane things that I had taken for granted as a full sight person became very hard for me. The first time that Kathy Plummer came and introduced herself, she was so comforting that first morning by explaining what had happened to my eyes and telling me some things that I wasn't aware of. And she was so full of passion and love and concern for me that I felt this organization must be wonderful.
I'm a certified occupational therapy assistant. Some of the things that we work with our clients are teaching them about how contrast lighting and magnification can help them in their environment. Also, if they have macular degeneration, we do eccentric viewing, which are reading techniques that will help.
Our rehabilitation services are really the foundation of everything that we do. We, you know, as an overview, we provide daily living skill training, occupational therapy that is focused on low vision, computer-assisted technology training, orientation and mobility training, which really addresses how a person who's blind or visually impaired travels safely, which is really important.
I was really struggling until you gave me those dots. What do we call those?
They're locator dots.
Locator dots.
And we place those right over the...
Oh, I love them. I'm very thankful for them.
We place them right over the number 1, so that you push that and it starts that express cook for a minute.
This is a wonderful machine and helps me read with more speed and accuracy, and I just placed my Bible against the marker there, turn this on, then I turn the TV on, and I want to tell you, I will eternally be grateful to NewView. And by the way, I love that name. It's a positive statement, and I know that I don't have to dwell on what I can't do now, but I'm beginning to do new things in new ways, and I'm dwelling on that and happy that I can.
We have a great partnership with the Oklahoma Boathouse Foundation, and we have a blind rowing team that we're excited about. We row down on the Oklahoma River. We row a dragon boat, and that's been going on, I think this is our 3rd year, and so you know, gotten membership up. It's interesting, rowing is one of those sports that does not have to be adapted for someone with a vision impairment, and so it's perfect. We have a dance program for children and adults who are blind. It actually started a couple of years ago, and we partnered with City Arts and the Oklahoma City Ballet and did Dance with the Kids. And it was so successful that they wanted to extend the program to a year-long program. I think we're in our 3rd year of that too. So we've got kids signed up, you know, kids with vision impairments doing ballet and adults doing ballet. Probably the largest area that we use our volunteers in our youth program. Our summer camp, we need 50 volunteers, you know, at a time to put on a week-long summer camp like we do. But we also use volunteers in our support group programs. We have a large veterans program that we have here, and so we utilize volunteers to help, you know, activities that we do with our vets.
Ultimately, I was given the job that I really love, and that is once a month calling the veterans for the luncheon that happens out at NewView in honor of veterans who have served and are now partially sighted, or some even totally without sight.
It's pretty amazing sometimes. I have a really neat job because we do very simple things like you saw in the video with the locator dots. Those can change somebody's life. As Kathy told you, it saves her a lot of time and frustration.
It's just been neat, you know, to be able to get acquainted with those fellows and hear their stories. And they enjoy being together because many of them are living so that they aren't in contact with many people. So getting together with fellow veterans out here once a month, I think it's a great thing that NewView is doing.
It's been a really great experience, and it's great to just get to know these people, and I've learned something from pretty much every client that I've seen. They will have a new way of doing things that I haven't even thought of. I
love the people I work with. I mean, it has just, I think it's humbled me. in a lot of respects and made me very grateful for the things that I have and appreciate the talents of the people who I work with.
And until you are faced with something like I've been faced with, you know, you just take it for granted. But at this point in my life, I'm thankful. I really am. I'm thankful that they gave me the opportunity to come to work, and I'm certainly glad that I accepted the challenge to do it.
I just will eternally be grateful for NewView and what they did for me, because I was really struggling when they came into my life, and I'm so thankful.
Our organization can never go out and get enough contracts here in Oklahoma to employ everybody who needs to be employed. The way that we solve that problem is for people like you, people who are watching this, to hire the people who we're training. I mean, I would love for us not to have to provide jobs one day, that we could be the training center to provide the tools and the resources to get people ready to go to work, but as soon as they're ready to go to work, by gosh, we got a place to put them, and they're working at Dell, and they're working at, you know, Devon, or they're working at AT&T, or they're working at this little small business down the street, because those barriers to employment are gone, and we're viewing people as capable and not disabled.
I found my cause.
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 I found my cause.